Yo, what's up guys? Gester here and welcome to Towns. Yes, I'm playing something a little bit different today. I saw this being played the other day and basically I wanted to check it out because it did look pretty interesting. So I had a little bit of a play of it before just to try and familiarize myself with it a little bit. Well, to be honest, I was actually recording and I got raped, so I'm redoing it. And this time I have somewhat of a clue, not much, of what I'm doing, and hopefully I don't die straight away. So basically this is a game where you control villages, and it is currently very, very new, and it is in beta testing. So we're in 0.42 beta, and it's a 20 in-game days demo. Not exactly sure what that means, but I think I get 20 days in-game. Alright, cool. So basically what I'm going to do is just give you a bit of a playthrough of this, and I'll put a link in the description too for anyone that wants to check it out. As I said, it is currently free and in beta, and you can pre-order it, just like with the whole Minecraft thing that was going on. You know, you pre-order it, you get it a little bit cheaper, help them support making the game and whatever. So, without further ado, I think we should just get straight into it. So, I'm not doing the tutorial, we're going straight to maps, and I'm going to go on a mixed map. Yeah, alright, let's go on mixed map, because I assume that will be like a mixture of lots of different biomes, and it'll be nice. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm waiting for this to load. Alright, come on. Yeah, so, oh, whoa. Alright, we're not waiting to load anymore. So basically, this is Towns. And it is actually a freaking hard game. Whoa, what is this? Some brownie. Okay, these dudes here, before we get started, this is what we want to avoid, because we'll actually get mutilated by those things. And I think we want to avoid snow as well, and we definitely want to avoid all those. We're not looking great at the moment. I got to set up somewhere. Alright, okay. I'm going to actually just do this without you guys explaining what I'm doing. So, actually, no, I'm going to explain it, but I just did it without explaining it. So, we start off and with all these villages. This is our number of villages here, and oh, wow, I didn't even know you could do that. So now you can actually cycle through your villages. And what I just did is I clicked chop, and if you click and then click again, you select the region, and that'll tell them to do whatever you told them to do. And what I told them to do was chop down trees, as you can see. So now there's wood all over the ground, and these villages are doing nothing. So what we want to do next is set up a stockpile where they can place this wood that they've chopped down. So let's set it up here. We'll set up a 5x5 zone. Disable all quick, because one of the biggest problems I had is villagers were running all over the map collecting random resources that had been like dropped from like these bad froggies killing things. These guys are the devil. And also these guys, these rare dudes. What the hell is that? That is something with wings. Brownie bat rider. Alright, let's avoid them. So basically, you can't control your villages directly, and what you want to do when you start off is, as you do in Minecraft, is collect some wood. And that's basically your primary resource for the game. You also notice that this is like the game log. It sort of explains to you what's going on. This is the day we're at. And then you have lots of other options like harvest, chop, cut, mine, dig, till, stockpiles, zones, cancel order, and then over here is like all the like little things you can build, like your buildings, your utilities, and different stuff. A little bit complex to start off with, but I think the best way to learn to play is to get familiar with it, and get familiar with it is by basically having to play yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our next thing, which is going to be a zone. And first of all, what we want to create is something to do with raw food. There we go, found it at long last. Alright, so basically we want to set up an area where our people, actually I'll get rid of these trees here too, where our people are going to start making some food, because basically without food you're going to get nowhere. So first of all I want to actually till the land. I don't know what I was saying before, but it requires 3 by 3 zone, and I'm going to create 4 of them side by side. So that's 6 by 6. Yeah, that should be 4. Good. Yep, we're looking good. Alright. So these dudes now should go off and do their thing, except for this lazy prick who's sleeping. Ignoring him, we're going to wait for these dudes, and then what they can do next is we can set up wheat farms, which is under buildings here. So wheat farm, and if we hold down shift, we should be able to place multiple wheat farms. Bit of a pro tip there. Pro tip number 1, I believe. And actually no, pro tip number 1 was this. It's not even pro, but it's freaking spot on. I didn't know you could do that. I was having trouble before because all my villagers were running off and I didn't know where the hell they were. They're all doing random things. Not that I could actually control them when I did find where they were and watching them die, but you know, it's good to know where they are, even if they are getting killed. So anyway, as you can see now, they're all going to go do their thing and eventually build these wheat farms. So what we want to do next is we want to dig a hole in the ground, because we're going to go underground. If I hit A when this is dug, A, yes, you can see there, this is all underground, and we're going to build like a medium-sized sort of area around this, but you can't get underground unless you have a ladder. So what we needed to do is set up something, so a zone, a carpentry, so they can start making some wooden instruments. So that, what? Nope. No, cancel that. We'll set up a zone, carpentry, and we'll place it here. 5 by 5. That should be good enough. Carpentry? Yeah. Alright, good. So then what we want to do then is utilities and set up a carpenter's bench. In fact, I'm going to set up 2 of them. And what do you need here? We're just waiting for these dudes to do something. Surely you can collect that wood. Yes, well done. Oh yes, alright, good. Alright, and now what we can do is place a ladder there, because as you can see we require a carpenter's bench and 3 bits of wood, and I think I also need to start collecting a little bit more wood. So we'll chop down some wood as we go. And sorry if I'm going fast, but last game when I wasn't going fast I was just getting absolutely dominated. So I think what we want to do now is they'll all go down and dig this mine. Now, biggest mistake I made last game was I dug like too close to this water and got flooded, and I lost like 7 villagers in one hit because none of them know how to swim, or none of them know what to do when there's a massive wave of water running at them. So up here, now what we want to do is set up another stockpile, and this is for raw materials again, but this time destroy the bush, stockpiles, raw materials. We want to set up a zone for all this stone, so disable all quick and enable stone. So now hopefully they should bring up all their, yes, look at this, this is just poetry in motion. So we want to set up another zone now, I think. Masonry, yep. So now we can set up our masonry, because now they can actually do something with the stone that they've brought up, hopefully. So we want to make a mason's bench. And I think I also want to make a wood detailer. In fact, I might make 2 of them. And I might make another carpenter's bench. And I also might make, wait, oh wow, okay, so I already needed a wood detailer, which I didn't have, and I don't know what these guys are doing, so hopefully they can do something pretty soon. Okay, so I think we need to go find ourselves some more wood, because it does look like we're running out a little bit. So I'm going to go over here and just chop down this whole freaking forest. This is deforestation at its finest, because it doesn't appear to be any random rare mobs sticking around. And also, I noticed that there's wheat lying around everywhere, and that's because we need to get an area where they can place it. So raw food, and we'll place it right next to it. It can be that big, and we'll disable it quickly and enable flour, and also enable wheat. And on that, we also need to get something. We need something like a mill. I don't know where to get it. Oh, buildings. Buildings, mill. There we go. Cool. Alright, so we'll build 2 mills here. I don't know how close they can be to each other, but we'll build them there. And then wait for them to do their job. Cool. Alright, we're looking good. We're looking good. And have we got much wood lying around on the ground up here? Yeah, there's a little bit lying there, but that's alright. We can deal with that for the time being. Don't know. Oh, iron. Look at this. I don't know how to collect this at all. Can I go like that? No? Can I go like this? Dig. I might actually be able to collect. Whoa! Whoa, check this dude out. He's actually carrying a cow. That is awesome. Okay, we got mills going, and now we also need to get some food cooking, because these dudes are going to get hungry really, really soon. So we need zones, and we need bakery zone, I think. Yes. So let's set it up right next to here. And in our bakery, we're going to put some, when we get there, actually, no, first of all, we need Mason's bench. There we go. So we're going to make 2 of them. And you'll notice here that it says I need a stone hammer. And if we go into this rare menu here, we can bring up our, like, I guess it's like our supplies of items. So first of all, what we need is we need some utilities, and we need to bring up a hammer. Now one side control, I don't know which side, one side controls like how many are in constant supply, and the other side controls how many you want built immediately. So obviously, okay, so this is the side that controls how many you want in constant supply, and this is the side that tells you actually how many are built, and also how many, like, you could go past your minimum supply, if that makes sense. See how they're getting used up pretty freaking quick? So, and then they'll go off and remake them, because I've set the minimum as 2. Cool, that's good, that's good. I'm pretty happy with that. And then what we need to do is make a baker's table. So we can put, I might put 3 of them down, 3 baker's table, and yep, that's good. So we'll put 2 baker's ovens down too. And then I want to make another area, a zone, no, a stockpile for prepared food. And this prepared food can go here, and we'll make this disable all quick and enable it for bread. And hopefully this means that we can actually start making some bread. Oh wait, food, yes, baking. Ah, okay. So now we need to actually control how much bread we want to have. So I think we should actually have like 10 bread at a time. Is that reasonable? I think that's reasonable. And it looks like they're actually making some right now. Banana bread. There's actually quite a bit of food in here. A cookie. Well done. Flour and eggs. Alright, I'm actually going not, what the hell have I done here? I'm actually going not too bad compared to how I went last game. I think I may have just lost all that iron. I'm not exactly sure. And that is a stone hammer lying on the grass. Alright, we're looking good at the moment, but all these people kind of need, other than food, they obviously probably need somewhere to sleep. And I also think I might drop that food down, because I think I may have made too much. So maybe we'll have it as 6 at a time, which is kind of like half the amount of villages we have at the moment. Okay. Wheat farms? Maybe we need some more wheat farms. So I'll make some more tilled land. Okay, so I might make another 4 farms, maybe. Actually, I'll start off with 2, and then we can go after that. Alright, so I'll start off with making 2 more wheat farms, because it looks like we've got like a massive supply of, actually not a massive supply, just we seem to be running out of wheat constantly. So I think we want to get this stockpile of flour and wheat going a little bit better, and then we can improve from there. So come on, holding down shift. Yes, well done. Alright, we'll just get 2 going for the time being, and then after that what we want to do is, I don't know what I'm meant to be doing right now. Alright, so I think what we need to do